Hello, and welcome to another episode of First Date. My guest today is a motivational speaker. He's a skateboarder. He's an author. You may know him from Jackass, but he's currently striving to help millions of people who struggle with addiction and recovery. Give it up for Brandon Novak.
Hey, thanks so much for having me. I'm looking forward to this.
Thank you for coming on my show.
I know we intended to do this before, and I had to back out like last second, so I apologize for that.
It's okay. Most people have second thoughts about me.
I would never. I just didn't know enough about you to like fucking call it off yet.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this goes.
That's fair.
The night is young.
But you have a lot of tattoos. I dig that.
I do. I have them. I hate getting them. I can't stand them.
I don't believe you.
I really, some people do it like, a lot of chicks I find it like, oh, I don't mind it. I find it very like relaxing and therapeutic. I fucking hate every second of it.
Why do you get them?
Well, because I like the after effects.
Yeah.
I like the look of. But
tattoos.
now I got put on with this like numbing cream that I use, and that I will not get tattooed without it now.
Really?
People are like, oh, you're a fucking pussy. I'm like, yeah, you're right. I am. I absolutely am. I'm a fan of working smarter, not harder these days.
Yeah. Do you have any that you regret?
No, my worst ones are my best ones.
What do you mean?
I could show you a couple, but you'd really probably look at me really differently.
That's okay. Show me one.
So, okay. To set the premise of this for it to maybe make sense to you, and maybe as a stretch, we had been sniffing coke for like 5 or 6 days straight, right? So like no sleep at all. It's 5 a.m. in the morning, and me and my buddy Bam are shooting a game of pool. He wins the game of pool because I win the game of pool, right? I win the game of pool. We then go into a room, lay on a bed. He puts a pillow over my head, pulls a laptop out, jerks off, and comes onto my arm, which is this right here. And we have a tattoo artist there with us who's also partying. So he then traces the cum around my, where it lands, and then goes over and puts the cum in me. So essentially I've been came in by a man, and I've never even been fucked by a man.
Yeah.
So it's all so wrong that it's just fucking right.
Yeah.
Right?
I feel like that's going to make Jason Ellis very jealous.
Yeah, he's that's my guy. He's a good friend of him.
Does he know about that tattoo?
No, I don't think. No.
I'm going to DM this part to him and be like, I can't believe with all your tattoos you haven't done this.
Yeah. He would, I'm sure, if the opportunity presented itself.
Yeah.
That
I'm
man's
sure it
a
has
legend.
actually presented itself.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah.
That's cool. Are you? Do you have them on your chest and are you like your legs and everything?
No,
are you like fully?
My legs aren't like covered. There's sporadic spots. My chest, I'm actually, after I got sober, I kind of started to like, I don't know, I got tired of looking at like weird little patchwork all over my body. So I'm kind of cleaning this all up and making it a uniformed kind of deal. So I'm in the process of having my chest finished.
Yeah.
And that's almost there.
Do you like girls who have a lot of tattoos?
I don't find that attractive.
No?
At all, which most people would say or think that I do.
Yeah.
Quite the contrary.
You like a girl who's just kind of like virgin skin?
Yeah. I think it's because it's really abnormal to see someone without a tattoo these days. It's such like the prerequisite to fucking, a specific culture.
Yeah.
And now it's like to see someone without, I'm like, wow, that's like fucking admirable.
I got one tattoo, but I always forget that I have it because it's on my butt.
Really? What is it?
A kiss print.
Huh.
I know. It's just like a little kiss on the butt cheek.
Okay.
I got it so that I can have
my ex's lips here.
Okay.
One of my exes there.
Mine's just red.
I'm not really a colored guy.
Yeah, but this is my only one. It has. And I wanted it to look really real. Like I wanted it to look like someone kissed me on the cheek.
So I'm thinking of, I was out with this woman last night, and she had told me about a tattoo that she got, and she like does writing for stand-up comics.
Fun.
And she only as well had one tattoo on her back. It was like a tramp stamp, and it was of a coat hanger. And I was like, well, what's the reasoning behind that? And she's like, I don't know. I think I was just drunk and got it. And she's like, but I've since had it removed because there's like that old saying of what women used to do with coat hangers, which was perform abortions.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, so it didn't really go over so well.
Yeah.
So when you talked about that, although it's not, hers wasn't on her ass, I have a tattoo on my ass too.
What's your tattoo?
It says Nidiot, Nidiot, but the eyes are dotted in hearts, and it's another cocaine story.
So what percentage of tattoos did you get while under the influence?
Oh, fuck, the majority of
Oh, really?
Yeah. I have this one on my leg that it says, I talked about this before, but it says I could show it to you if you like.
Keep your pants on.
Because I don't wear underwear, but I would like cover it up. But
I've seen enough of
it
Ari
says,
Shafir to last me a lifetime.
I went to Lincoln, Nebraska, and all I got was fucked up the ass. Or I forget what it says. It's here, and I don't look at it that often.
I
don't know.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense now. I have to see it, and I forgot it, and I'm tongue-tied. And I'm kind of a bit on a lot of meds because I like started coming down with something last night.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Like you're
just like
sick?
a head deal. And I'd come too far to cancel, so we're just in it together, all right? Fucking deal with it.
Stay the fuck over there. I
Fucking
won't be
deal
hugging
with
you
it.
goodbye. We're going to start off with some appetizer questions. So are you went out with a girl last night, so I'm assuming that you're single.
What I am is a 46-year-old grown man who lives with 3 cats.
Okay.
And I don't know what that says about where I'm at in life or stature. But yes, I am single. I believe I was a cat in my past life, to be honest with you.
Oh, really?
I have a lot of the same attributes or characteristics.
Like a leopard cat or a house cat?
I wish I could be that rat. No, just like a street little fucking
alley
rat
cat.
Kitten that was born.
A stray cat.
Yeah, out of like a good night of partying.
Yeah.
That's because I like to know what's going on with things, but without being in the mix.
Okay.
I like to pick and choose who I give my attention to. I like to leave when I want to leave. When I'm not traveling, I eat the same thing every day, and I keep odd hours.
How do you meet girls?
Generally through I'm on that Raya app.
Uh-huh.
And that
I was on
works.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that have been on that app.
But it's like a gift and a curse. I've been really blessed with this beautiful life, and I'm kind of my own boss to an extent, and I create my own schedule. Mm-hmm. And at 46, kind of really being dialed into my routine and a specific way of life that I don't like having fucking not go the way I like it to go. It's tough to have someone come in and disrupt my routine. You know what I mean?
So are you looking for a girlfriend?
No.
Okay, so you're kind of just having fun. You meet people, you go out, and then how long does that usually last?
It's not even like I'm like looking for fun. Like, to be quite honest, if I'm far past the point of just trying to fuck, right? Like, it'd be easier for me to just jerk off. It saves time. It's less consuming, and it just works better. The app's rad because you meet people and, you know, off of a physical connection. But if I don't sit down at a table and a conversation doesn't get me off, then I get really bored really quick.
Do you ever leave?
I have.
Are you honest about it? Are you just like, this isn't working out, or?
I'm not that much of a man. I know it. Because 2 things that I'm fucking terrible with in my life is confrontation and people pleasing. And with those 2 together, I just dig myself in a really deep hole.
When you say you're not good with people pleasing, like you don't care to please other people, or you overcompensate and you try to be a people pleaser?
Well, and it all stems from a pretty traumatic childhood with my father. He was like a gnarly Hells Angels biker kind of guy who also was addicted to crack and died of an overdose. But so we endured a lot of traumatic shit as kids coming up. And he was a pretty rough guy. So from that grew into me kind of like yeah, you want to do it? Yeah, like I'll do that. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. And then, although I don't want to, and then I just say yes to people please, and then I just don't because I don't want the confrontation.
Oh,
So I
I
just kind
see.
of split.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you, oh man, I just had a really good, do you have a celebrity crush?
No, I don't.
No?
I really don't. I don't.
That's so weird to me.
I'm sure I really live in my own world, and I'm so consumed with my life, and which is probably another reason why I'm single. It's because like selfishly, I love my selfishness. Right?
Yeah.
I love to be able to today, if I want to leave here and get on a flight and go to fucking Spain to skate, or Florida to hang out, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I can do that and don't have to run that by anyone.
Was there a time in your life where you felt like kind of trapped by a relationship?
No, but ironically enough, what happened for me was throughout the majority of my life, the guy who I disliked the most, which was my father, right? He was just a gnarly guy and taught me like one thing in life, and that was if and when I went to prison, how to conduct myself.
That was what he taught you?
Yeah. He was really disconnected from reality. Well, he was just disconnected from this reality.
Yeah.
He lived in his own world too. So the point that I'm getting at is like the man that I really despised the most, I became the most liked, right? Meaning that my father, everyone loved him except his family. And prior to me getting sober, I always had a woman in my life. And it wasn't because I'm like this egotistical, like, I have a chick. It was what I didn't know then that I see clear as day now. It was really more of a survival mechanism. Because I had the wherewithal and the common sense that like, okay, I'm this fucking insane, strung out drug addict that can't get sober to save his life. I could get things, but I couldn't keep things. So I knew that like I couldn't even deal with myself. So another woman like me, we'd go to hell in a handbasket. So I would get really well put together women with no tattoos, successful lives, to kind of keep things afloat, right?
Like a balance.
A balance, more so like a roof over my head,
Oh,
and a
okay.
fucking car to drive, and because I could get money, I couldn't keep money. I could get a house, I couldn't keep a home. So they would keep things afloat and managed, if you will. And I at that time was like in love with these women, but I had no idea what was really going on with me. And what it was doing is it was allowing me to avoid having to look at me, which was why I got high, essentially, right? So I could focus all my attention and time onto someone else. And it worked for a long time until my walls kind of crashed in, and I was blessed with finding sobriety. And now coming up on like almost 10 years, I've done a lot of work on myself, a lot of internal work, and I've had like this whole spiritual experience, and I fucked around and I started to like myself a little bit. And then I started to like really fucking like myself, and then like fucking love myself. And now it's like again, coming up on 10 years I've been sober, I've been on like 3 or 4 relationships. So I, ironically enough, when you would think that I would be most eligible to be with a woman because I'm in the best shape ever, like physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, like aces across the board, I'm not with any, you know what I mean? It's like completely backwards.
Well, it sounds like the first time you're kind of like into yourself, like you're doing it all by yourself without having an umbrella.
Totally. Like I'm self-sufficient, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't need someone to carry my hand or like to co-sign my shit, to fucking
it's a good feeling.
Dude, it's fucking liberating. I feel like that would be the word a woman would use if I were a woman. I feel like I was fucking liberated. You brought out that in me because I don't think I've ever used that word with such passion or conviction.
Well, that's great. I'm glad. Like I feel like Dr. Drew. This is my little Dr. Drew moment.
He'd be stoked.
Well, that's cool.
So I'm sure that there's plenty of women that I find attractive, but I just get so consumed in my own fucking shit that like I don't really.
Yeah.
I live in my own world, and people are like, "You live in your own world," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's right." And I think everyone should.
Yeah.
Right? Like, why the fuck shouldn't I live in my own world? And obviously, in my world, I'm kind, I'm compassionate, I'm loving to all my brothers and sisters, but nonetheless, it makes me happy.
Yeah.
So I'm probably like not a great guest for this because I don't really have a celebrity crush. I'm just kind of like.
That's okay. We can get to know you. And I think that you having your personal time and like not wanting to date as seriously because you feel like that could take away from what you're accomplishing for yourself is also interesting. Like that's actually very different. So I think it's interesting.
I've tapped into all these weird like approaches to kind of discover or rediscover who I am, what drives me, and to end up in these different outcomes that I'm not used to. Like I've also given up jerking off. Like I don't watch porn unless it's with a woman. And it wasn't even really like a reason for it. I just wanted like the actual physical act of having sex to be something more than just like, oh, I have 10 minutes to kill. Let me go fucking jerk off real quick.
Yeah.
You know?
When you think about businesses that are selling through the roof, like Alo or Skims, sure, you think about a great product, a cool brand, and brilliant marketing. But an often overlooked secret is actually the business that is making selling simple. For millions of businesses, that's Shopify. Nobody does selling better than Shopify, home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not so secret with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts going abandoned and way more sales going. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. I like Shopify because it's so user-friendly and their customer care is great. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout Alo and Skims uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/date, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/date to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/date. So when you do go out with a girl,
yeah,
the conversation is really important.
Well, I don't do well with small talk.
Yeah.
And I actually was out with a woman not too long ago, and she said to me, she said, oh yeah, I live, she said, with my housemate. And I'm like, oh, you have a housemate? And I'm like, what's that about? And she's like, oh, it's like this 60-year-old gay guy. And I'm like, oh, I used to live with this gay guy too, but it was probably under like different circumstances. And she's like, well, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, I used to allow this gay guy to shave my asshole, and that's how I would pay my rent to live at his house. And I'd imagine you probably don't let him shave your asshole. and it's, I'm just, you know, again, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're like, okay.
Yeah. And then I proceeded to finish the story with, and I lived with him for a long time doing that. And then the straw that broke the camel's back was one day I was really sick and withdrawing off heroin, and I stole his CD Walkman and I went and pawned it, and that was where I took it too far.
That was too much for him.
The shit. And the thing was, I love like humans and the way that we're wired, and because we're realistically we're the same, right? Like 10 fingers, 10 toes, woman, man, eyes, nose, ears, mouth. But what the way you're wired and what might get you off might completely fucking disgust me, and vice versa. Now this homosexual man, God bless him, a great guy, he got off on shaving my asshole, but he didn't even like jerk off while he was doing it. He just did it. I could give a fuck less about shaving anyone's asshole. It would do nothing for me. But isn't that fascinating?
Yeah.
Think about that.
No.
I do. I do. But I've also done a lot of things that a lot of people would think are fucking not right to do.
Like what? Well, I think getting a tattoo of cum on your arm is something that's probably there.
Yeah. And I don't want to act as if I'm glorifying all of these behaviors, because this is like, and hopefully people can today see the juxtaposition from who I was then as opposed to who I am now, which despite all this fucking nonsense I've been spouting, I've like devoted my life to helping people who too maybe let a gay man shave their asshole for drugs because they're in a situation they don't want to be in, or
Is
whatever.
that a common thing?
Well, it could be. It was common for me, right? So like,
Yeah.
it just depends.
I just would love to see you have a conversation with someone else who was like, oh my God, no way, me too.
You could find that at a fucking, go to a treatment, check yourself into a rehab, and you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
depends on the audience.
I'd be so scared to go to a treatment center.
I
think you have to be brave. Like,
Well, you know
have
what?
to-
It's funny you said that, because like I do a lot of interviews, and they always say like, what's the craziest thing you've done? What's the scariest thing that you've done? And they expect me to say something from like Viva La Bam or Jackass or skateboarding. And the truth of the matter is, the scariest thing I've ever done to date was walk into my last treatment center, number 13.
I would be really scared.
Yeah.
I'd be scared to see what was there and how people were ill and doing. And like, listening to your stories is cool. You make it fun. Like,
yeah.
you know, but like, there's a lot of people who don't have any humor or can't find a way out. And it's very dark.
For sure. Well, at the point in time that I walked into that last facility, May of 2015, I was like really disconnected from reality. And it had been a long time since I found optimism or any reason to smile or laugh about anything in life. So if you kind of did it in my presence, I took it personal, and I wasn't fucking happy about it. But again, I've done a lot of work to get to where I'm at now, to, God willing, be a light at the end of that very dark, drab tunnel.
Yeah.
Where people are that don't really know if there's a way out, or take it personal because you're happy, to let them know that they too can get to where I'm at.
Yeah.
And that's so it's, yeah.
Yeah.
You too cannot have to let a man shave your asshole anymore for heroin or rent if you want.
Well, it's good. You know, you have to, I think, as in a sense of relatability, you have to have at least been there in some capacity to be able, for even a drug addict to even listen to your advice.
For sure.
You know?
For sure.
I don't have any like really great drug stories. Like, if I were to try to go help someone like not do drugs, I feel like I would get punched in the face.
Yeah, I mean, that could potentially happen.
You know, I have a punchable face already.
So it's good that you know that.
Yeah, I do.
Awareness is worth its weight in gold.
And then once I start talking, it's done.
Game over.
Oh my God.
Just show them your fucking lips on your ass.
Yeah, and they're like,
everything will be good.
Fuck this bitch.
They're like, we'll give her a pass.
Yeah, so I admire that you can go talk to them and do that, because dang, I couldn't. We're going to get into some main course questions now. Do you have, so besides skateboarding, do you have any other hidden talents?
Hidden talents. Well, it turns out that I'm a really good motivational speaker, which is nothing I ever like intended on doing or wanting to be.
How did you find that you were good at motivational speaking?
People just started asking me to speak at more events.
Really?
And it was like, nothing that I do today was done by design. I'm not fucking nearly clever enough to create this picture for what you view me in.
Was it like a snowball effect? You just started doing one good thing and...
Yeah, but it all stemmed from me ending up in this place where, A, I didn't know how the fuck I got to, and B, had no clue how I was going to get out. So what that did is it allowed me to eliminate any plan, right? And that lack of plan produced the best of plans, because it allowed me to get the fuck out of my way, because I was always the problem, right? I'm the common denominator in all of my problems. And that's when I surrounded myself with like really good people who have my best intentions at heart. And I just kind of dumbed my way into this position by simply, my journey started with me at 38 years old, washing dishes in a diner for $6 an hour under the table.
Really?
Yeah. After treatment center number 13, I had fucking pissed away everything. I had walked into treatment with literally the clothes. I walked into treatment the story's way too long to get into, but I feel like you'll fancy this. before I walk into treatment, I only thing I owned in this world was I had 8 scarves, 2 jackets, 3 socks, a stick of deodorant. It all fit into this bag that doubled as my pillow, a needle, a spoon, and a restraining order. That's all I had, and a passport. I had a passport with that, but that's all I owned at 38. And I was going to attempt to board this flight to go to Fort Lauderdale to live with some stripper out of Baltimore. But before I got on that flight, I was going to go cop some more heroin because I didn't want to get sick on the flight. And when I went to cop, they robbed me. And when they robbed me, they ripped my front and back pockets completely out. And I had no underwear on. So now my dick and my ass are completely exposed. I had this like nice button-up shirt on, and they ripped the shirt open, and the only button that stayed buttoned was this very top button. And I had these shoes on with one shoestring because I had lost the other shoestring along the way from like tying up to shoot up with it. So I then attempt to go to BWI Airport to board a flight looking like a gay East LA cholo gangbanger. And they denied me access to this flight, which in turn allowed me to call my sponsor, this guy I had met in AA like years ago, and he guided and directed me to this treatment center. And in this treatment center, I completed it, and after 90 days, I had no idea what I was going to do, right? Like I didn't graduate high school. I got my GED in the penitentiary, but like it didn't really matter. I had written a book, and I was like a skater, and I was like in those movies, Jackass, but it didn't really equate to any like, you know, traits or qualities that I had that would deem me worthy for a particular position at a job. So I didn't know what the fuck I was gonna do. And now at the time, my mind told me I should have been at least the president of the United States, at the very least, right? And some people of mine, they found me a job washing dishes at this diner for $6 an hour under the table. And I like took pride in washing those dishes, and I started like showing up every day, and I would come early and I would stay late, and I only called out one day out of the whole year that I worked there. And that was like unlike my behaviors.
Yeah.
Right? Like that was not how I would carry myself prior to. And what I didn't know then that I know now is that job was creating like the foundation and stability that the rest of my life will be built on, including my recovery.
Yeah.
And for that job and washing those dishes. And I had my coworker was a 14-year-old kid next, you know what I mean? So like I had always heard that word humility, and it rolled off the tongue so brilliantly, but like until I experienced it, it was a whole different story.
Is that when you started getting sober?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So from that point to today, you know, in my mind, I'm still waiting for like the grown-ups to show up and take care of everything.
Yeah.
But I've, you know, been blessed to achieve like a lot of beautiful things, and I own a lot of different businesses, and I think maybe from some outside perspectives, I kind of have it put together a little bit. And again, I'm still like in here waiting for the fucking grown-up to show up and take care of it.
Well, it sounds like you're...
So what my people tell me now is the very last thing that I've chose to address or work on, because it's the hardest thing, is relationships.
Yeah.
Because like I can get vulnerable with a room full of 5,000 people, no problem. I can get vulnerable with you. But like let me do that with someone that I really am connected with, that like we leave here and go home together. Mm-hmm. Right? That's like a difficult thing for me.
So after you've experienced, I feel like you've experienced so many things in life that would be like drugs and all these things. Like when you want to escape, you go and find something that makes you happy, right?
Sure.
So now that you're sober, what is your guilty pleasure?
I was so disconnected from reality so long that like I like going to the grocery store. I like when my house is clean. I like when things are in order. I like riding my bike. I find it very therapeutic, and I just kind of cruise through, and like a pedal bike, just a simple. Skateboarding, obviously, I love. Cats are I'm a fucking cat fanatic. I will open a cat sanctuary when like I have nothing but time.
Have you ever been to a cat cafe?
Yeah. they're like, that's kind of strange to me though. I mean, it's a very nice sentiment, you know, and I agree with it all, but it's almost like, it's like, I'm fucking insane in my head. I'm thinking the parallel is like, it's like the red light district in Amsterdam. But like, you know, obviously I'm not going to fuck the cats, but like there's just these cats in the window and you have to go and you have to pay $20 or whatever to sit in a room and like let them fucking run around.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I'm allergic to cats.
Really?
I'm allergic to anything that sheds, even dogs.
That's a shame.
I know. It sucks. I have a dog though, but she's hypoallergenic. She doesn't shed.
Okay.
But I love animals.
Yeah.
My mom got a cat and I was pissed. I was like, why in the world would you get a cat when you know that I'm allergic?
She wanted you out of the fucking house.
She was like, the cat's around more than you are.
Yeah, totally.
And I'm like, and so now she has a cat. And so, yeah, I think cats are really cool, but I can look at them.
That's cool.
But I can't touch them.
From afar.
Yeah, and that sucks. Very hands-on.
What's up with your love life? Do you have a guy?
I do.
You do?
Yeah, I have a boyfriend. I'm 6 months pregnant.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Thank you. And
how'd you meet him?
at his restaurant. He owns a barbecue restaurant.
Cool. Here in Austin, I presume.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we met at his restaurant and we've been together for over like 2.5 years.
Right on.
Yeah. So that's
I was engaged twice.
Really?
Yeah.
Sober?
No. No, fuck off. No.
You're like, have you listened to anything I've said at all?
No, not at all. I have no desire to want to get married today.
Yeah.
I don't. And everyone's like, oh, you just haven't met the right woman. And maybe that's the case, but I've met women. That's not really the issue.
Yeah.
I think partnerships are rad. Mm-hmm. Open relationships are rad. I think.
That's
you don't.
good. Well, I would be terrified to have an open relationship. I'm too insecure. I know for a fact I could never handle sharing.
Sure.
For like the first step of everything.
Sure.
Yeah. And I would just want to feel like I was the only person.
I've been referred to as emotionally unavailable.
That's okay.
Often. So I don't really think I'd have a problem with that. Truth be told.
Yeah, I think that men are also different than women when it comes to open relationships. Like, I believe that a guy can separate himself and his like desires with sexuality and emotional stuff much better than a woman can.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised when men are more open to it. When a woman is open to it, I just think she's bi.
Which most women seem to have no issue with.
If you're bi, like if you're into women and men, then an open relationship doesn't come across as strikingly odd.
I think the narrative's changing though these days with what the norm is, right? Because as a child, when I was a kid, you know, the norm was the husband, the 3 kids, the dog, the house, the white picket fence. And I think today, and I don't know, maybe I got it. It's not like I'm fucking engulfing myself in tons of married relationships. And I don't really hang out with a lot of people in a lot of relationships, obviously, because I'm not in one. But I don't believe that a lot of relationships work. Even my fucking therapist, who's a marriage counselor, is going through a divorce. It's just like, I'm
well, who marries a marriage counselor anyway?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's someone for everyone, I guess.
I know, but that'd be so weird. I think marrying a therapist, and for all the therapists out there, more motivation for you. But wouldn't it be weird marrying someone who was a marriage counselor?
I would never marry a psychiatrist because I feel like they'd just be dissecting my brain
all the time.
Every fucking move.
Yeah, like I'm glad that they exist, but I would never want to be in a relationship with one.
It's like a prostitute.
Yeah. Ooh,
I'm glad that they exist, but I don't really want to fucking take them home to be mom.
Yeah, no. Like, I'd rather pay you for your service.
Again, very similar to a prostitute.
Very similar to a prostitute.
Fuck.
But don't come home with me. And
let's leave this where it stays.
Let's just.
No, I get it. But I think people today are, and who the fuck knows? This is just my opinion. It absolutely means nothing. But I feel like people are the ones that bought into that narrative early on. You know, now find themselves divorced or splitting up and kind of figuring out who they are and totally engulfing themselves into their professional career, and then just turn into, you know, casual things with people, you know.
I've always been in very serious relationships from one to the next.
I was until I wasn't when I got sober. You know what I mean? Like I was.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was never single for very long.
Well, they say, I was told recently, the magic that I'm in search of is in the work that I'm avoiding. Right? So obviously I'm avoiding looking into the whole relationship thing. So I'm sure there's a lot to be said there for me. It's just, I don't know. I haven't found the reason to get into that yet.
I'm going to ask you my dessert question. What is the sweetest thing you've ever done for someone else? It doesn't even have to be a girl. Just like the sweetest thing you've ever done for another person.
So right now, and I don't, I'm weird like with talking about things that I've done because I don't believe I deserve the credit, right? Like I think then it can turn into an egotistical thing. But I'm in the process right now of doing something that I'm really, really proud of. And my mother is everything to me. She's 83 years old. She endured the brunt of my addiction, right? She had bought me a plot. She was like literally preparing herself for my death. And she would
that kind of plot.
Yeah. Like, and she was like my number one fan. She would love me when I didn't love myself. She would pray for me when I didn't pray for myself. She'd feed me when I didn't feed me. You know, she was my one.
Oh my God, what a great mom.
Right? And I always loved her. And that was one of the motivating factors, one of the big ones behind me getting sober is like, I don't mind hurting me, but like I was raised with morals and values and a good heart. And I had a problem hurting people that I loved. That's always been a problem for me. I'm not just like this heartless fucking asshole that just is like, fuck the world. It's, you know, like I care. And, you know, when I went away to treatment the last time, her time looked, you know, precious. And then she came to visit me when I had 90 days and it looked like she had decreased in age. Like, so all of a sudden, like she became my fucking right hand. We're thick as thieves. I can't get enough of her. And, do so much with her. She's so funny too. I follow her around, I film her and I take pictures. She's like, you're sick, you're a pervert. All you do is follow your mother around and take pictures of her. I'm like, you're kind of right, I do. But I know it's a long answer to get to where I'm going. But she's turning 83 in December. All she cares about in life is Rod Stewart, Pepsis, cigarettes, and giraffes. I've been to more Rod Stewart concerts than I can fucking tell you. But for her 83rd birthday, I'm throwing her this really big surprise birthday party, and I'm flying in a Rod Stewart cover band from Boston. I have this humongous ice sculpture of a pack of Marlboro Lights. I have a stripper that will come out and sing happy birthday to her. I have like a character drawer, a magician, a harpist that will play music throughout. You know, a whole dessert buffet and like this video that will be played and presented, you know, because I filmed tons of content with her.
Yeah.
And like this whole thing, like I'm just making it so elaborate and gaudy and obnoxious.
Are you going to have the stripper dress up as a giraffe?
No, my mother was, it should be, but my mother was a nuclear physicist. She was on the board of Mercy Hospital, insanely intelligent.
Wow.
So the stripper will be a doctor.
Okay, that's hot too.
Totally. But the giraffe comes into play because the clients at so I own a treatment center as well, Redemption Addiction Treatment Center, where I'm at, and the thing I love most is running group every day with my clients. I really like to be hands-on with. But I thought and decided that a great idea would be to have the clients. We're really big with art therapy, and we really promote just freedom of expression, right? And figuring out what you love to do, right? Those pleasures. So I had the clients do the invites, and we had made a big contest out of it. And I have all these invites, and I can show some to you. they're fucking amazing, but it's like Giraffes with Rod Stewart and like kind of like ransom letters where they cut out of the magazine the letters.
Oh, cool. Like the Joker.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
exactly. So it's
how neat.
And that I'm really proud of this party that we're throwing for her.
When is that going to be?
December 14th.
Oh, cool.
And like it will, because she loves to be the belle of the ball, right? She loves to brag. She loves to talk about things, and like she'll brag about this
That's
for the
so sweet.
rest of her life.
Yeah.
This is like it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you have a treatment center. What was it called?
Redemption Addiction Treatment Center.
Redemption Addiction Treatment Center.
Yeah.
And then where else can people find you?
So, I mean, just to make it easy, if you just go to my social media or my website, which is brandonnovak.com, it takes you to everything else. But I once I got sober, I started like, you know, really figuring out who I was and what I liked, and what I learned that I loved more than anything were like skateboarding and drugs. So I was like, I want to figure out a way to just kind of devote or create, you know, a life that I believe is worth waking up for every day and not having a drink or a drug over, but also dedicating it to the people who are where I once was, right? I battled with a heroin addiction for, alcoholism and addiction for 22 years, and I just couldn't fucking get it. And now that I have, and this probably plays a big part into why I'm not in a relationship, because I just am so passionate about what I do. It's kind of like they say, crazy is crazy until it finds its narrative, and then it becomes brilliant. Right. And now my crazy, which is just being devoted 24/7 to helping those who are where I was, is now kind of created this brilliant narrative to where I'm just as consumed by skateboarding and drugs. But the only difference is I don't use the drugs, and I'm blessed with a beautiful life because of them. Almost like my poison has become my medicine, a very fucking like deep, magical thing that exists in recovery. So at 5 years sober, I decided I was going to open a sober living house like the one I had lived in, that did for me what no other place had ever done. It taught me how to like reintegrate or merge back into society. And so on my 5th year anniversary, I opened up my very first men's sober living house called Novak's house. And that was one house with 10 beds. And today we have 7 houses with 75 beds for men and women. And I travel around, and I have generous friends who occasionally like to stroke a checkbook and provide scholarship funds, because my mission is to never let price be a deterrent as to why someone can't fucking find a better way of living. Right?
Yeah.
And then when I was doing that, and I wish that the houses didn't exist, I wish there was no demand for what I provide, but there is. I was like, I can do more. I can be better. I can help a larger amount. And that's when Redemption was created. And it makes so much sense that to a lot of people it just doesn't make fucking sense.
Yeah.
Right? And I have a life today that like I fucking can't get enough of. And I'm excited to wake up over. And it brings me to all these like insanely rad places, like here today, to sit down and talk with a complete fucking stranger about things that otherwise we probably wouldn't have a lot in common.
Yeah.
For the greater good of this thing called reality, which is an acquired taste in itself anyways.
Yeah. Well, typically you'd be a very scary person for me to talk to, just with your history. I would be terrified. I would be like, I don't think I could talk to you, because I don't know. I wouldn't know how to start talking to you.
Sure.
You know, I'd be like, this guy's just gonna think I'm some fucking idiot. Like,
no.
But it is cool, and I appreciate you coming on my show and being so open about it. You know, because I wouldn't have probably ever approached you.
Sure. And honestly, you know, if we're going with that approach, I too would think that we really wouldn't have much in common. Although you kind of would fit the stereotype of the women that I've been involved with in the
Yeah,
past.
I would
right?
totally be the umbrella.
Yeah. So
Because
unlike
you've got the
think
look
that we
and
have
you're
a lot
hot.
in
I'm like,
common.
ooh, he's a bad boy.
Yeah.
So like,
and then you're gonna love it out of me, right? And you're gonna change me, and you're gonna fix me, and you're gonna help me, and then I just end up like fucking
Disappointing.
totaling your car and emptying
my
out your
God.
bank account, and your father then wants to fucking kill me.
yeah.
But that was
end
then.
well.
Today there would be a different ending, but unfortunately, I don't want to be in a fucking relationship. So you're fucked.
It's okay. I'm
You're
pregnant.
with a kid.
Yeah. So
You're just baggage to me at this point. You're just like a fucking headache.
I know.
Ladies, I'm kidding. Kinda. Like I prefer
already-
to do kitten over a kid any day of the week.
I don't
But-
blame you. I'm someone else's problem.
Yeah. Well, cheers to him and cheers to you for finding.
I'm sure he'd like to rent me out though, occasionally, and just be like, here, just like I always tell him that I would never get kidnapped. I eat too much food. I talk too much.
You'd be a pain in the ass.
Oh
yeah.
my God, they just kick me right out. I'd be
Yeah.
like, wait, what about dinner?
Yeah. Well,
So-
you don't have to worry about that with him, being he owns a restaurant.
That is true.
You'll never fucking starve.
For sure. Anyway,
I hope I did you justice here today with what you generally go over.
it's been really nice talking to you.
I enjoyed myself.
I truly, honestly appreciate you coming on my show. Thank you.
Yeah. The feeling is mutual.
I appreciate it. And I would love to have you back whenever you come back into Austin and hear about your updates and how you're doing.
Yeah. Maybe I'll have like a relationship in my life.
Bring your mom.
My mother, yes.
I would
do
love
that.
it if you brought your mom. I even had a couch.
She's a lot.
Great.
She's a fucking lot.
Then you don't even need to come. Just tell her I want her on my podcast.
But her attention span is the size of a fucking gnat.
Same.
And she would not sit here unless she could smoke in here. I'll tell you that right now. She's reverted back to like childlike behavior. This woman was a fucking brilliant woman. And I believe, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, and we kind of turn into
Could I give her a vape pen?
parents. Yeah, but she won't do it. She'll
It's the Marlboros.
or nothing. But she's reverted back to childlike behavior. She doesn't like to. She only likes candy. She doesn't really like to brush her teeth. She doesn't like to shower. She's just like a child. And I had to recently. This is juxtaposition the way the world right sizes me. She's dealt with me through everything, right?
Yeah.
I take her to Baltimore to have her teeth pulled. She had to have 8 teeth pulled. I pick her up. I take her to the dentist, get her teeth pulled. Then I go across the street to the Safeway, and I have like a nicer, newer Range Rover, right? And it's clean, and I don't smoke in it. I don't smoke. She comes out of the dentist office. She's sitting in my passenger seat with galls all in her mouth and like nodding out from all the anesthesia she was on to have the teeth pulled, and blood just kind of coming out. I go into the Safeway to get her script of pain pills filled, and I walk out. She's literally nodded out in my passenger seat with a cigarette hanging out of her mouth with blood and galls just fucking dripping out, and I have her pain pills in my hand, and I'm like, if the tables haven't fucking turned. And that is life, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much for coming on my show. This was lovely. Thank you guys for watching this episode. It's been
real
super
quick,
fun.
before we leave, if anyone needs help, they can call me directly at 610-314-6747.
Oh, do you babysit?
No, I want
Okay.
no part of kids.
Okay, so
You clearly didn't listen to anything I talked
It's
about
all right.
for the last 20
I'll do better
minutes.
next time. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.
Cheers.
First date, baby.
Are you really drinking a glass of milk with dinner?
First date, I can't wait.
You told your mom about me?
Just say you're ready.
Delete my number.
First date.
Your parents are your roommates?
First date.
Words of affirmation are my big thing.
Yeah.
Was that like a head roll at that answer?
What?
Did you just like kind of roll your eyes at that or no?
No.
I'm wondering
Roll
about
my
it. Man, I
eyes.
thought I just started seeing for the first time. Like I felt your energy. I was like,
I was like, how the fuck would you even know if I did? I'm so excited to see you tonight.
First date, baby.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of First Date with me as your host, Lauren Compton. My guest today is from Barstool Sports and the Kirk Minahan Show. He also has podcasts called Why Are You Laughing and the Blind Mike Project. Blind Mike Project. Give it up for Blind Mike Geary.
Thank you for having me, Lauren. What's up? Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah,
Wow.
we got a studio audience.
Wow. I didn't know there were other people in here. Jesus.
So for the people who don't know, I'm not being mean and calling you Blind Mike. That's a legit nickname.
That'd be really weird.
Wouldn't
Like,
that be
what would the
fucked up?
This is crippled, retarded Mike that we dragged in here. Yes. Actually, that is, a lot of people say, like, is this guy, like, I'll get comments on YouTube and shit, like, is this guy actually blind?
Yeah.
And I've never understood what's the other option for what that nickname would mean.
Yeah, like what would be the appeal in lying about that?
Exactly, yeah. I don't see the benefit, really.
So you were telling me a little bit about how you came about this nickname the other day.
Yeah.
How I want you to tell them because you're better at that.
So it was when I interviewed with Barstool Sports, and I bombed the interview. I met with Dave Portnoy, which I didn't necessarily expect. So I walked into his office. I did terrible. I had nothing to offer the company at all. And he goes, "All right, well, get the fuck out of here." And I was like, you could also make fun of me for being blind if you want. And he was like, "Sit back down." And he said, "So we can call you," and I could see his wheels kind of turning. And I was like, "Blind Mike, does that work?" And he was like, "Yeah, perfect." So I don't know how much worse it would have been if he came up with the name, but I'm all right with Blind Mike.
And then you got hired right there.
Well, technically, so that it was right when they got arrested for protesting Tom Brady's suspension.
Oh.
And I couldn't, they invited me to go with them, but I couldn't. So I made a video where I showed up 2 days later in New York and just had the caption like, "Where are you guys?" or something like that. And then he messaged me on the way home and said, "You're hired."
That's awesome. Well, so I have this menu here, and I have appetizer questions.
Okay.
And I've got main course questions, and then we'll finish with something sweet, a little dessert question.
Nice.
So we'll get started with something light and easy. First of all, do you have a girlfriend?
I do.
What kind of compliments do you give your girlfriend?
I mean, like when she's being obedient, I give her a treat. Is that the type of thing you're talking about? She's done all her chores and everything.
Sit.
Yeah. Like when she's very good. No, I try to be, as you saw walking in here, I need just help getting around and stuff. And she's very good with that.
Yeah.
So I try to be very, not take that stuff for granted and be very aware of that. I mean, I say the general stuff like, "Oh, you're beautiful," that sort of thing, but I get self-conscious with that. Like,
Because it's like, how do you know?
well, that's the thing. I remember in college, a girl I was friends with. I mean, you're not kidding. Literally, a girl I was friends with, we were going out one night, and I said, like, "Oh, you look good." And she goes, "How do you know?" And she was like, she was kidding and trying to be funny, but I was like, "Oh God, like that's no one think like that's how people think of me generally." So I take that shit very. I'm a sensitive guy in that way. But.
Yeah, but I'm sure that they always say that like a woman's personality can make her beautiful.
Sure.
And so,
Yeah, hers isn't that great, but no, in general, yeah, I assume that's true.
what do you think is the most attractive thing about a woman?
I like a girl with a good laugh.
Mm-hmm.
I like a funny personality, and I'm very quiet and standoffish. So
You're not.
as you could tell before when we were setting up here, I'm just like, yeah, whatever. So I do kind of like a girl that dominates the conversation a little bit.
Yeah.
Because that like warms me up. I get more laid back as that goes along.
Great. You're gonna love my show.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you have a hookup horror story?
I don't know about horror stories. I was trying to think of some, and I guess this would qualify. And this is like, I've been legally blind my whole life, obviously. So in my mind, I was like, "Oh, this has nothing to do with my eyes." And then I realized, like, "Oh, this wouldn't happen to a full-sighted person, I guess." So when I was in college, I lived with my roommate, who's now one of my best friends, the Warthog, and which you can imagine by that nickname, the type of human being this is.
Right.
I went out one night. He stayed in, and I brought a girl back to our apartment. I didn't really think about it. I thought maybe he was asleep or maybe he wasn't around or something. And so we were hooking up, and we're in my bed, and I go down on her, and I see a light with a reflection of his face. And I laughed into her pussy as I saw this creep just reading a blog or something. Like he was just going about his business. He wasn't like watching, it wasn't lurking or anything. He was just like online. And then I assume like this girl was polite and didn't say anything, but she must think like, I guess this is what this guy's into or something. And she just
Yeah.
went along with it. So good for her. She was
my
a good
goodness.
girl. Yeah.
What is your biggest pet peeve when it comes to dating?
I don't like sharing, which you would assume by a man of my physique, but not in the way you would think. Like, you can have as much of my food or drink as you want, but like my girlfriend will always be like, oh, try this drink, try this food, whatever. And I don't have any interest. And she gets like upset. Where she's like, no, try that. Like, we should share this experience. It's really good. I know you would like it.
Right.
So it's almost like she thinks I don't trust her. Where I'm like, I don't want it. I ordered what I wanted. You had to have my food if that's what you're angling at. But and the other, I think like
she's gonna poison you or something?
Well, actually it's funny you say that because she reminded me of this. She's like, if it comes up, say this. Because I don't think this is that weird. But like when we started dating, she noticed like the first couple times she slept over my house, I was always awake. Like if she woke up in the middle of the night or something, I was like up. And she's like,
weird.
Do you not? Yeah, I guess. I think it's normal because I was like, there's a stranger in my house. I'm on high alert. You know? Like I understand I'm not like the type of person that she's after for my money or anything, but I have so little that I need to protect it. So I was like, what if she fucking robs me or is playing some kind of prank on me or something? So I was just awake and she's like, do you think I'm like, what do you think I'm going to do? And I'm like, I don't want to find out.
I
Yeah.
don't want to find out.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so funny. How long have you guys been together?
5.5 years about.
So she stole your heart.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Here you're trying to protect everything.
I know, yeah. That's ultimately, yeah. Yeah, she robbed me of my best years, you know?
Well, since you have lost your vision,
Yeah.
which sense would you say is your strongest?
I guess hearing, like now I've started, like I can't see like TV that well, but I'll still know like, oh, that's the guy from Succession or something just by voice.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess hearing, I feel like the other senses are not really on the same part. Like you lose your hearing, you lose your eyes, you're disabled. You lose your smell, no one really gives a fuck, you know? But those are much weaker senses. So I guess hearing
I mean,
is
like
definitely
that's just
more
like
important.
COVID, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You lose your sense of smell. I mean,
Right, it doesn't really matter. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess touch, because that's important for sexual activity, obviously, particularly for me, because that's all I've got to go on, you know? Like, unless I have her queef or something, so I can find her pussy.
Oh my goodness. When it comes to sexy time, how has that changed?
I think because I've been in a relationship for 5 years, I'm a little lucky in the sense that that's when I've lost the majority of my vision.
Uh-huh.
Like 5 years ago, I didn't walk with a cane. I could kind of, go out on my own a little more easily, not need as much assistance. So that has probably made it a lot easier. I think the biggest thing is like I miss a lot of social cues. You know, if you're kind of raising your eyebrows at me or something, I have no idea.
Yeah.
So that was very tough just when I was single because I was like, I'm not reading anything on this girl. I just have to go in and see if she pulls her head away, I guess,
Yeah.
like for a first kiss or anything like that. Like that was a very tough time. So I was like an older virgin. I lost my virginity at 19, I think I was.
Yeah.
Not insanely old, but that's definitely older.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that was like I had a hard time reading people in general.
Right. How many by the way, we are deep into the main course questions.
Oh, wow. All right.
I know, already 10 minutes in. I'm like, let's just skip all these easy
You
ones.
didn't even ask if I wanted a safe word. You just strapped it on
Oh
and
my God,
shoved
you're
it in.
right. You know what? Of all the people, you probably need a safe word.
It's all right. Split me open. I'm good to go.
If you had to pick a safe word, what would it be?
I would just start crying, I guess. I don't know. I don't need to throw out the word pineapple or anything. I know
everybody
you'll
picks
figure
pineapple.
You'll figure it out.
I feel like at this point, if you watch the show and your safe word isn't pineapple,
And honestly,
You're
that's
lying.
probably, I listened to a few episodes on the plane, so that's probably why it's in my head just subconsciously.
pineapple.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be just like a logo up on my first date sign at this point.
Yeah, now if anyone, there's no way it's not, I've never heard pineapple come up in a context other than a
My safe word.
Yeah, so I think now you know that that's it.
What What does your house look like?
How would I know? I don't know. What do you mean? just roasting me now? What does this room look like? I don't know, Lauren.
Well, I mean, oh my goodness. Well, if you're walking through your house, you probably don't want like a lot of furniture, do you? Or have you like memorized where all your shit is?
Yeah, I guess you just kind of memorize where everything is. Like if I were to come into this room 4 or 5 more times, I could probably do it pretty easily.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I see what you're saying. What's the blueprint? It's no, that my girlfriend sometimes sets up like hurdles and things for me to jump over. You know, puts a laundry basket on the stairs, things like that.
Oh my God, that'd be so fucked up if that was how y'all fought. She just put things in your way and was like, yeah, that's what you get.
You know, leaves the toaster oven on, sees if I touch it, things like that.
Oh my goodness. That's so nuts. What's your guilty pleasure?
Food. Well, food, obviously. Yeah,
Yeah?
definitely food. I mean, I like to drink. I'll take like edibles before bed, but not like a ton really. So yeah, definitely food, I think, is probably my worst vice.
What's your favorite kind of food?
Pizza, pasta, carbs, sandwiches, like all that type of shit. Yeah, just anything with way too many carbs, mostly, but probably pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is your favorite pizza place? What kind of pizza? Do you like pineapple on your pizza?
No, God, it's terrible. I don't like
Okay.
pineapple on anything. It's slimy and disgusting. Why do you?
No, I don't.
Okay, good.
No.
Yeah. I don't know, Frank Pepe's and the original one's in New Haven. There's a couple up in New England. That's very good.
Uh-huh.
That's like world renowned. Yeah, I would say probably Frank Pepe's or Regina's in Boston is also very good.
Okay, well,
Mamma Mia is another great place out in Boston.
next
check
time I
that
go
out.
to Boston, I'm
Yeah.
going to text you and I'm going to see like what you like.
We'll get a Mamma Mia's slice up there sometime.
Yeah. Have you ever had a terrible first kiss?
Terrible in what? Like she bites my
Like-
tongue? What would that be?
Well, like my first kiss, the guy chipped my tooth.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
No,
No fucking joke. I was at a movie theater and he actually gave me a play-by-play, like what you would do in football. He was like, "Hey, I just want to let you know, I'm gonna lean over and I'm gonna kiss you and you're gonna open your mouth about this much and then I'm gonna stick my tongue in there and I'm gonna swirl it around and then that's gonna be like your first kiss."
That feels like he was writing the worst romantic comedy of all time. Like, I'm going to say this, and she's going to be like, wow.
Yeah, like as if I just my
Drenched.
panty dropped
Yeah,
right then.
yeah.
You know, I'm like, well, shit, finger me while you're at it. And so, like, Jesus, I mean, God,
But-
we're here.
But that guy has used that on someone, and it's probably worked.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, he did like this whiplash thing where I was sitting there and I was like, okay, and there was no amount of surprise in the world, and he just whips his head around to the side and like bangs me in the
Jesus.
face, and it chipped my tooth.
And that wasn't part of the program he gave
I
either,
know,
so I
like
don't
of all
yeah.
the warning signs this guy gave me, a chipped tooth wasn't one of them.
Jesus. No, I don't have anything like that, I don't think. I mean, I've had girls that are like use too much tongue or something like that, but they're
Yeah.
not knocking body parts out of my head.
No, I know, and I'm pretty sure that when he swirled his tongue around, he just also ate that part of my tooth because I never found it.
It's got to be weird to be a girl because like you'll go along with that. Like girls go along with that shit, whereas I feel like guys would be like, all right, we're not doing that. I'm good. But girls would just go like the girl that was watching my roommate on the internet.
Yeah.
Like girls will just go along with shit, which has got to be a terrifying life to lead.
It really is. It really is. And I mean, like, ugh, I just wish that your firsts of things didn't have to suck so fucking much, you know? Like, aren't those supposed to be sweet and memorable?
Yeah, but it's also like you're a rookie. It's literally you have no idea what you're doing. So the first of
Yeah.
everything is going to be the worst, probably.
That's true. Do you like what's the temperature in your house? You have got to be able to feel that.
Now, see, even when you are, yeah, of course I can feel that. You didn't have to preface that one. You asked me if I could see my apartment. For the folks out there that don't know, Lauren has acted like a guy named Don the Jeweler on Twitter was like, there's a blind guy out there, and that's why I'm on this show. It's like I'm a different species. Lauren's like, blind? What is that? I gotta interview this freak.
Okay, first of all, this guy randomly, I sent out some tweet
Yeah.
about how like how rich ugly guys had to be rich in order to pull pussy because they didn't have the looks. And
Right.
so this guy, Don the jeweler, I can't believe we both shouted this guy out by now. Like,
He's
what is
loving
this? Like, First Date just becoming a Twitter feed?
He's jerking
Like,
off right now.
Yeah, he's like, oh my God, this is my doing. And so he tweets at me and he's like, well, then how do you explain the rise in fame to Blind Mike? And I'm
Sure.
like, who's Blind Mike?
It's insulting that you didn't know that beforehand.
But now you're here.
I guess so, yeah.
And so
What a redemption arc.
I know. Next, I should have Elon Musk be like, your platform, Elon Musk and Don the
Yeah.
Jeweler and you is
Yeah, guys,
all
tweet at
Twitter
Lauren,
is-
get on the show. She'll just have you on. It's like Tom Segura, Blind Mike, just Lauren's Taint 69.
There we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next time I'll let you write my handle.
Yeah.
Are you an only child?
No, I have a brother and 2 stepbrothers.
Are they also blind?
No. So my
Just you?
just me.
What the fuck?
Well, yeah, no, my parents weren't grooming a team of blind athletes or something. It wasn't like, all right, we need another one. No, the second kid was like, we fucked up pretty bad the first time around, so let's try for a sighted one. So what I have is hereditary in the sense that like my parents don't have it, but they have the gene. So someone in my family lineage on both sides has it somewhere along the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is there a surgery or anything that can help you?
I could just wear glasses. I'm just lazy.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
They should do more research so that they can find a cure.
Sure. Yeah, of course they should. I never thought of that, Lauren.
Anybody
Yeah.
here for a motion of helping the blind
You know what?
people see?
I'm just going to go up to doctors now and say, hey, you should fucking do something. Like, I'm bumping into shit. Help me. Yeah, no, you're right. They should. I got to be honest. I don't know if you heard of Lou Gehrig's disease, but they got to nip this sucker in the bud, too. It's pretty brutal.
Oh, what is that?
They should.
I should Google it. I'll Google it.
Google it. Yeah,
You know what?
yeah.
I'll just tweet about it.
It's-
I'll see who comes back at me and I'll get one of those people on my show.
It's almost as bad as being blind. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's just move on. Do you get like any free passes for being blind? Any special privileges?
I mean, at the airport, I'm treated like a king, I guess.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, there is an element of like, they think I'm retarded. like, like they'll say, so like me and my girl, they'll be like, right this way, sir, please. And then they're like, can he walk through this? Like they're saying this to my girlfriend, and I'm like, me? Yeah. I can hear and speak. Like, yeah, yes, I can answer these questions. So yeah, there's like, it's a give and take. Like, so stuff like that. People are very helpful, but also insulting.
Yeah, it's like a backhanded compliment, kind of.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Let's see. What's your hidden talent? Do you have any hidden talents?
No, I don't have any open talent. I don't have any talents at the forefront. I can say words. If you say a word that I know how to spell, I can say it backwards. I don't know if that's a talent even, but it's something weird I can do.
Date.
Eat head.
Eat head.
ETAD.
Of all the ones you said, eat head.
Well, yeah, I guess it depends on how you
I know
pronounce
it's
it. but
relatable.
Yeah.
I relate.
Yeah, okay.
Do you have any irrational fears? Well, I guess
Not
you have
not crazy, but like birds are kind of weird.
birds.
You know? Yeah, they have a power that we don't. Like they could just fucking fly at you.
Yeah.
Like that's very spooky.
Have you been
to me.
hit by a bird?
No, but I do my best not to.
I guess that's why it's irrational.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Like just like geese are frightening to me. Like they
Oh yeah.
they're weird. They're weird creatures.
They are.
And some say they don't exist. People think that the pigeons in New York are fucking robots, you know? So
Yeah, well they could be.
yeah,
They could be Russian spies. We don't
that's
know.
something to fear. It's a healthy fear, I think.
So you said you drink alcohol, right?
Yeah.
What's your favorite cocktail?
Manhattan, probably.
What's in a Manhattan?
It's whiskey, vermouth, and bitters, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've had to slow down my drinking. I become mean.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Mean how? Give me an example.
Like my boyfriend was using the bathroom the other day and I was
Okay.
roasting him for how long he sits there.
You're just shit-faced?
Well, I was fucking fucked
Hey,
up.
motherfucker.
Yeah, and I was like, "What
Okay.
are you doing?" And he was like, "I'm going to the bathroom." And I don't remember what happened after that, but he said I was a real asshole.
Okay. So sober mean for you is like asking me what this room looks like, and then it gets worse from there, you're saying. Like if we give you a few shots, it would get rough in here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's good to know.
I don't know. Like, I guess I don't. It's hard. Yeah. It's hard for me to describe what I'm like when I'm drunk.
I get
because I don't really remember.
I ruined a Kirk Minahan live show because I thought I was the guy that was like, I could have a few drinks and I only get funnier. I'm great. But in reality, if you go and listen to it, what happened is I'm like, you motherfucker. Just slurring my words. You can't understand me, repeating myself over and over again. So I'm not as good a drunk as I thought I was like in college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find that I'm really good at dishing it when I'm drunk.
Sure.
But I am very bad at taking it.
Really?
Yeah. So if I tease you and I think it's funny
Yeah.
and then you tease me,
You
it
get
goes,
very-
I'm like crickets.
I'm probably the same. I get very sensitive in general. I think I'm kind of like this no matter what. I'm very like, oh, does this like, I need you to let me know you're having a great time. Otherwise, I assume it's a terrible time. So when I'm drunk, that only gets worse. Where like if you're not openly saying, Mike, you're the greatest man I've ever met in my life, I'm like, oh God, I'm bombing. You're having a horrendous evening.
Yeah, exactly. Let's say that you meet your soulmate,
Okay.
which you may have already done that.
Think so.
What can they do to ruin that?
Just take a smelly dump, I guess, and let me walk into the bathroom.
Wow.
Yeah.
So not much.
Yeah, it's pretty paper thin. Yeah. my loyalty could be torn apart pretty easily.
How do you feel about open relationships?
I mean, I've never been in one. I would probably get jealous, but like I'm not opposed to the idea in the sense of like, I don't know, I don't judge anyone that does that sort of thing. I think it could work if both parties are into it. I just think I would be the one that doesn't really take advantage of it and also is like, where were you tonight? You know, like it's very sensitive. So I would cave on it pretty quickly, I think.
I feel you on
Yeah.
that. What is the longest you've ever been in a relationship?
This that I'm in right now, 5.5 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah. I mean, so like we talk about getting married and everything. We're all going to buy a house first. So, but there's not like neither of us, I don't think, unless she's lying to me, which you might be a better judge of this. Maybe she is lying. But we're both kind of on the mindset like we don't need, like I like the idea of having a wedding in the sense I like all my friends and family being in one place for a celebration. That'll be cool. But I don't need to stand up and be like, I take this woman. Like it seems very unnecessary.
Yeah, but
You know?
that's like a massive part
I
of
get-
marriage.
I get, well, it's one day. It's not though. It's barely a part.
But it's saying I do. Like people get married because they need that validation.
Yeah. So would that be important to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my boyfriend was so hard to nail down.
Is that right?
Oh my goodness.
Can I say I kind of fell in love with your boyfriend the other day?
Isn't he so cool?
And I got offended like retroactively. I heard you say you're into like medium ugly guys,
Yeah.
and I left that lunch being like, this man is a prince. How could she insult him like that? He's I'll carry him on my shoulders out of here. He was a delight.
Well, he weighs like 260 something pounds, so I don't think he'd be on your shoulders.
We'd be wrestling for who's on top. I guess.
Yeah. But he is very sweet.
Yeah.
And he is medium ugly. Let's see.
Well, I can't tell. Like I'm not a great judge. So.
He asked me after that. He was like, you said you're into medium ugly guys. And I was like, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, am I? And I was like, mm-hmm.
At least you were honest. You weren't like, no, you were the exception.
Well, trust me, he's very honest to me about what's going on with me. Like, if
okay.
my breath smells, he's like, you need to use some smart mouth.
Good. That's good.
So I'm going to be like, well, okay, but you're also medium ugly. So
Just in that moment, right away.
Yeah.
It doesn't really apply.
No,
though,
it's like
but I
a
like you throwing it at me.
slingshot.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
Keep him in line.
I'll go fix my bad breath, but there's not a fucking thing you can do
That seems
to fix you.
incredibly harsh for just
Okay?
saying, have a mint,
I
sweetheart.
could be fat, but I can diet. You can't do shit. And I love you.
All right, that's fair. I like it. You rule with an iron fist.
So let's do my tasting menu.
Okay.
So this is a little bit of a new incorporation to the menu.
I don't think I've heard this.
So the tasting menu is where I ask you a bunch of questions and you have to rapid fire answer the first thing that comes to your head.
Okay.
Oldest thing in your fridge right now.
Oh,
You've got to be able to smell it.
Some kind of vegetable, I imagine, with me.
What's your
touching
favorite
it.
kind of vegetable?
I like kale, I guess. That's probably not a normal one, but I like it.
Not normal at all.
Yeah.
East Coast or West Coast?
West.
Deep dish or West? You live on the East.
Exactly. I don't know why it's mentally ill to live in the Northeast. It doesn't make any sense. And anytime I come out, like I was in California last month, I've been in Texas a couple times. The weather out here is just so much nicer.
Well, for today.
Yeah, I guess. But in general, it's 20 degrees where I'm from right now.
That's true. Fuck that. Deep dish or thin crust?
Thin crust.
We already don't like pineapple. Star Wars or Harry Potter?
I don't give a fuck about either, really. Star Wars, I guess.
That's a red flag.
How is that a red flag?
Harry Potter's
I'm
my
not a
favorite
fucking
movie.
dork.
Hey!
You date dorks?
Wow! I mean, most dorks are medium ugly.
I guess that's true. That is your wheelhouse. Yeah.
What do you think is the best music to have sex to?
I don't have sex to music. I don't
What do
know.
you mean? You
Marvin Gaye. I don't know. It's on 1948. I'm not putting on a record. Come here, sweetheart.
Well, you could have an Alexa and tell her to play something.
Yeah, no, I bump NWA and I go to town.
Okay. I would ask if you like leather or lace. Do you care?
Lace, I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah,
Take it off with your teeth.
that's right.
Do you like ghosts or aliens more?
Like?
Well, like agree with, believe
Agree
in.
with? Like their political
Like, just
ideology?
answer the fucking question. Ghosts or aliens?
Ghost.
You're not supposed to ask me my questions back, okay?
All right, ghost.
Mohawks or mullets?
Oh, mullets, I guess.
Do you not like these questions? Do you want me to change the question?
I don't like the kind of people that questions are targeted for, I don't think. I don't fit these categories.
Okay. If you had to get a manicure or a pedicure, which one would you get?
Pedicure.
Favorite cocktail? Manhattan. Shower or bath?
Shower. Baths are gross.
They are kind of gross.
Yeah. We stayed in a hotel with a jacuzzi, and my girlfriend tried to get me to take a bath with her, which I find to be the unsexiest thing. Just the idea of me in water feels like a disgusting, marine biologist's duties. It does not feel like a sexy image.
She was trying to be romantic.
You're just trying, yeah. I just hate the idea of your ass scraping against where someone has washed themselves.
Yeah.
You know? Not into it.
Do you like coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Do you drink a lot of coffee?
One a day.
That's not a lot.
No,
Favorite flowers?
I don't. Roses.
You like the way they smell?
Sure. Because I don't know what they look like, Lauren.
No, I didn't
see
even
the
say
angle.
that.
I don't care for this interview styling here.
Listen, I'm asking you because you can smell roses, but it
Yeah.
seems like we're not using our sense of smell these days either.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess roses if I had to pick one.
Are you a morning bird or a night owl?
Probably morning. I wake up pretty early.
Favorite position?
Girl on top doing the work.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. Make
Yeah.
her work for it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. This is a relaxed time. I would say lights on or off. That's a basic
They're
one. But
they're always off. Always off in this brain.
Botox or wrinkles? Well, you don't do either one. iPhone or Android?
You don't do either one.
You have this constant sun protection on your face. You're not getting wrinkles.
Sure. Yeah.
And you probably don't use Botox. That was for women anyway. I shouldn't have said it. I'm just reading these questions out
Oh,
loud.
I think you meant what do I
I'm on
prefer, like a
autopilot,
wrinkly
Mike.
old bitch or a...
You use an Android though, right?
I do, yeah.
Is that...
People say that's for poor people. The phones cost the same amount, right? I don't get that.
I can always just tell when it goes through green. Like either
Yeah.
you have an Android or you've blocked me.
Yeah, that's what I've always used, and I like the layout of it.
Yeah.
Apple makes it annoying for us blinds.
Does it speak to you when you get a text?
It can, yeah. I have a setting that does that, yeah.
I'm just asking, okay? I'm just asking.
What did I give you attitude?
No. You
It's
just...
snippy already. This feels like second date energy now, where you're giving me a lot of attitude.
Sorry, I'll calm down. Do you like wine or champagne?
Wine.
Vanilla or chocolate?
Chocolate.
Favorite car? You don't drive.
That's cute.
Introvert or extrovert?
Definitely an introvert. I like the idea of being extroverted, but I'm not.
So you like to chill at home more than go out?
For sure. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Sweet or savory?
Yeah, I was going to say sweet. I've never really understood what those words meant.
So sweet
Sweet is chocolate, right?
Yeah.
And savory is what?
salty, like pizza.
Oh, why wouldn't it be sweet or salty then?
Because we're a higher class
I don't mean to bring
of
this
people.
to another. I've brought this to a grinding halt. This is supposed to be rapid fire.
It's
Sweet.
okay. And now you're wondering why I'm using the word savory. I'm asking you because sometimes when you have craving,
Yeah.
like some people are like, oh, I'd do anything for a donut right now. I never get that craving. Now a kolache, like a pig in the blanket,
Ooh, that's good.
like that's savory.
Okay, then I'm definitely more savory, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you have a craving, you lean towards something saltier
Okay, yes.
than
I
something.
think I'm savory, yeah.
Yeah, I think you are too. I think you're extremely salty, Mike.
Have I been? That'd be wild if that was your take that I'm like the most controversial guy. Like I was angry the whole time or something. I'm just a sweet boy.
Do you like karaoke?
Not particularly.
Do you like to dance?
No, if I were to do one or the other, it would be dance, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll dance at a wedding.
Do you like goldfish or Cheez-Its?
Cheez-Its.
Spearmint or peppermint?
Peppermint. Spearmint's kind of gross, I think, after a while.
Yeah.
The idea of it's nice, but I don't think it makes your breath smell better, really.
I don't know. I don't really like gum. I always.
What do you give your
every
boyfriend
time,
when your breath smells? What does your boyfriend give
I
you?
literally breathe on him. I just go.
All right.
You
So
have
more
to
of a spearmint
love
guy.
me. I like Tic Tacs.
Okay.
I feel like no one eats Tic Tacs anymore, but I'm that person in Target that like gets.
I feel like
4
they're still in
things.
business. I don't know.
They're definitely still in business. There's so many Tic Tacs. If you the next time you go to a convenience store, look how many Tic Tacs there are. There's like a lot.
Is that right?
I think so.
All right. I'll feel around for them.
Do you like boxers or briefs?
Boxers or boxer briefs.
Are you an alpha or a beta?
Definitely a beta cuck bitch. I am a pussy. You can do whatever you want to me. Like legitimate at a restaurant. I've talked about this before where like you can serve me whatever you want. Like here's just a plate of steaming diarrhea. And I'd be like, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. Whatever. I just don't want any trouble.
No.
So yeah, I'm not an alpha by any means.
Well, I'll ask you my dessert question.
Okay.
What is the sweetest thing you've ever done for your girlfriend?
I was worried this question was coming. I don't really have a great answer.
What is the sweetest thing she's ever done for you?
Oh, I mean, every day. Like, you've seen me operate here. Like, just the idea of living with me and helping me maneuver around the earth is very sweet of her. I've given nice gifts. Like, I got her Taylor Swift tickets last year.
Oh.
That's pretty difficult, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Like jewelry, flowers, stuff like that. So, like, gifts, I guess. But, like, I don't know. I'm not good at that. I'm a very complimentary. Words of affirmation are my big thing.
Yeah.
Was that like a head roll at that answer?
A what?
Did you just like kind of roll your eyes at that or no? Oh, all right.
No.
All right. I'm wondering if
roll my
I
eyes.
thought I just started seeing for the first time. Like I felt your energy. I was like,
I was like, how the fuck would you even know if I did?
I can see a little bit. Just a
No,
little.
but
All
I
right.
didn't. Well, what is the percentage of blind?
I don't know how the numbers work out like that.
How many
but
fingers am I holding up?
3, 2.
Can you really
All right.
see that?
Am I right?
I am
All right.
holding up two.
All right. The dark background helps. By the way, that's another thing. There's no
You're
other.
not fucking blind. Get off my show.
There's no other disabilities you test either. Like if I was in a wheelchair, bang my knee. I have 2,400 vision, so things that are 20 feet away look 400 feet away.
Oh my god, I didn't even. That's crazy.
And I don't know if those numbers are still right because it's gotten worse over time, so it might be worse. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
By
Well,
the way, just for future information, I guessed 2 or 3. I knew the max was 5, so
you're gambling.
I had a pretty decent
You're a
shot.
gambling man.
Just if you ever try to pin me down on something like that again.
I could have. Next time I'll hold up 7 and I'll see
Good.
what happens.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, where can people find you?
Blindmike.net. It's my link tree. All the links are there. I do 3 podcasts. Blind Mike Project, Why Are You Laughing, which is like a history of comedy podcast. You guys should check that out. We do a different subject every week. And then I co-host Who Are These Socials with my buddy Carl. And I'm on the Kirk Minahan Show for Barstool Sports twice a week. So check me out all those places. Blindmike.net is where you can find those links.
But Twitter is where it's at for us.
Twitter's the place. If you want to get on this show, I'll retweet you and Lauren will just have you on. Open door policy.
Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been
Flying
awesome.
down here. This has been awesome.
It's been so much fun. Thank you.
Of course. Guys, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
baby.
Are you really drinking a glass of milk with dinner?
First date, I can't wait.
You told your mom about me?
Just say you're ready.
Delete my number.
First date.
Your parents are your roommates?
First date.
I'm so excited to see you tonight.
First date, baby. First date, I can't wait. First date.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of First Date with me as your host, Lauren Compton. My guest today is a dating coach, and she's also the founder of Dating by Blaine. You may have seen her on the New York Times, and the Wall Street Journal, CNN, or from her supermassive social following. Give it up for Blaine Anderson. Thank you for coming on my show.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here on
Yeah.
a date with you.
I'm glad you're in Austin. I was like, oh my goodness, this is perfect.
Meant to be.
So I've got this menu of questions. I've got some appetizer questions, main course, maybe a little tasting menu, and then we'll end with a dessert question.
Sounds great.
Do we need a safe word?
I trust you. I don't think we need one.
You should never trust me. I will go hard. Well, we'll get started in the appetizer section here. How did you get into giving relationship advice?
Good question. I've always loved love. Like even thinking back to like being in elementary school, I wanted the tea on the playground. Like who likes who? Like who's gonna ask who out? It was very like involved. And then didn't really see that being a career, you know?
Yeah.
And I worked in the travel industry after college. I lived in New York City, lived in San Francisco, worked in travel. And when the pandemic hit, I was basically unemployed. And I had always loved, like I said, giving relationship advice. I'd helped so many of my guy friends with their dating app profiles because I'd be like, you're an awesome guy. Why are you not meeting awesome girls? And I'd look at their dating app profile and be like, okay, well, this is the problem. It's not representative of who you are. You're not good at taking pictures or at least selecting photos. So I'd redo them and then they'd get more matches and then they'd put me in touch with their friends or their colleagues.
Wow. So it kind of just like sort of like a domino effect.
Yeah, it had already kind of like happened in the just organically. So then when I found myself unemployed, I thought, okay, could I do this for a larger audience at scale and develop a course basically putting together all the advice I already give and give it to more men.
Yeah.
And so that's how it got started in 2020.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it's
Pandemic baby. Yeah.
Same. So when you give relationship advice, do you feel like you've learned a lot from your own mistakes?
Yeah, so I give more dating advice, like getting in relationships, than actually like, oh, here's how to be in a relationship. Although I guess like sometimes it does divulge into that. Definitely from my own experiences, in addition to just like research, psychology, reading, talking to people, at this point helping thousands of guys, but certainly my own experiences as well. I've lived on 6 continents, so I've had a lot of different dating experiences.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're married too, right?
I'm married now, yeah.
How long have you been married?
I got married in 2022
And how did your husband pick you up?
at the gym.
Oh, that's a good spot.
Taboo spot. Everyone's like, you can't meet someone at the gym, but I'm proof that it can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does your dating advice ever change?
Definitely. I've seen it even looking back, 2020 doesn't sound like that long ago, but things have developed and changed since then. Also, I started giving advice during the pandemic. So it was like all online.
Right.
And I was like, okay, well, like stay 6 feet away and, shout from across the park. And now it's much more like,
What's your number?
Yeah. Are you vaccinated? No, we don't need to talk about COVID anymore. No need to bring it up. And I think a lot more people now have swung back the other way where they really want to meet people in person, both men and women. So a lot of my advice, I talk about online dating and I'm an advocate for having a great online dating profile, but a lot of the advice I give to my clients is about how to meet women and better optimize for in-person relationships.
What would you consider bad advice when it comes to dating?
I mean, opposites attract, I think, is pretty bad advice. Like, no, they don't. birds of a feather flock together is way more true when it comes to dating.
Yeah.
So I've seen guys and it's like they want to date like this influencer type, like Instagram fitness model. And I'm like, you're not that. So that's not like what's going to work for you. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like she's going to be more likely to date someone who's also fit and also into being active and like looks good naked. And, you don't have to look good naked to date someone who looks good naked, but like it's going to help.
Do you think that being funny is important in
Oh my
getting a
God.
girl?
Yes. You can make up for so much if you are funny.
What if you're inherently not funny? Like, what?
Get funny. Most people aren't born funny. It's a learnable skill, just like dating's a learnable skill. I tell guys all the time, and it's not like you need to be a comedian. You don't need to be like cracking jokes all the time, but a sense of humor and the ability to make a woman smile, so important. I tell guys all the time, take stand-up comedy lessons, like, or a class. Take an improv class. Take a public speaking class. If that is something if that sounds scary and challenging to you, like you should be doing it.
Yeah. Do you find that that part of the problem is the fact that if it's not an accessible, like a super easy thing to learn, that people are like, oh, then I don't want to do it.
Yeah, of course. We all want to do things we're already good at. Like that's like fun. It's fun to do things you're good at. It's way more challenging to do things that you're not good at or have never done before.
What kind of temperature do you like your room to be?
Oh,
At night.
71, 70.
When you go to sleep?
Yes.
That's the like max I can have in the daytime.
Yeah.
Like nighttime.
What do you want, like 50?
Night needs to be like 65.
Okay, but we have a bed because my husband is the same way. He wants it really cold. I want it like, I just am okay with a sheet. I don't want to be cold. I don't want to be hot. But we have a bed and we can each control our own side. And he has his at like a -8 cooling. And I have mine at like a +2, which is nice. I like roll over to his side to get a little cool and then like roll back over to mine.
I thought you were going to say to cuddle.
Yeah. No, I'm just getting the temperature. He's like, don't cuddle me. It's too hot.
How about some main course questions? What do you think is the biggest problem in your relationship?
Oh, my husband's chewing of gum.
Really? Does he like smack like you can hear it?
Yes.
And he can't do it with his mouth closed?
It appears not.
I've been with my boyfriend for about 1.5 years, and I don't know how something new has come up that's like very annoying to me, but he will yawn with the sound effect of yawning. Like he'll go, and I'm like, you don't need to verbalize.
Yeah.
Like you can just yawn
It's
silently.
like a movie yawn.
Yeah. So that's been like a brand new.
I feel like the gum is new too. It's like developed because we wouldn't have gotten married otherwise. Like this wasn't going on in the beginning.
You're like, you never discovered Wrigley's before?
Yeah.
Who introduced this to you?
Yeah, it's a problem.
Maybe he's trying to get off nicotine. Let's see here. Why do people have such a hard time letting go after a breakup?
Yeah, it's kind of, what we just said before. It's hard to go into something new. We like what's familiar, even if a relationship isn't the best for us or it's toxic, it is familiar and you might even be good at having that toxic relationship.
Yeah.
And so it's hard to turn away from it. The uncertainty. Dating, I don't know. Dating isn't fun if you don't know how to do it either, if like you're struggling with it. So to go back to that, if you don't know what you're doing, is unappealing.
Yeah. Do you think that it's important for the guy to approach a girl in a scenario where he wants to meet her? Or do you think that women need to also be aggressive and approach men?
Yeah, I mean, I think women absolutely should approach if they see somebody they're interested in, but I'm not out here being like, women must approach. Like, I ultimately do think it is the guy's responsibility. And I get so much crap for that on my Instagram. Like, women should do it too. And it's like, that's not in your control. What you can control is whether or not you approach, how you carry yourself, what you say. So let's take control of the things that are controllable and act on it.
Yeah.
Also, evolutionarily, men approach. Look at all animal species. It's not the woman going after the man in most mammals. Don't quote me here. I'm like, right? Thinking about like, but no, that is absolutely true. It is the
Men like to hunt.
yeah, they are going after the women. The women, might show themselves as available, like give the look, but then it's ultimately the man's responsibility to do the approaching.
Yeah. And who do you think, I feel like this is like a little controversial, but it's like, who should initiate sex? Like, I like a guy to initiate sex, but
Yeah.
I feel like men are kind of scared.
Yeah, men are scared of like initiating physicality. I mean, even stepping back from sex, men are scared to approach for even like the same reasons of being perceived as creepy or like the woman doesn't want it. So I don't know I don't think there's like a right or wrong who initiates sex, but I think a lot of times, like just like with approaching, women do want to be pursued. They want the man to make the first move. So it's just about going slow and looking for the signs and not just like pushing full steam ahead without like understanding if she's receptive, whether it's asking her out or initiating sex.
What do you think is like a perfect date night?
Ooh, at what stage in the relationship?
Let's say that you both like each other and you're not like exclusive yet.
Okay.
But you're on the way. Like,
Yeah.
what's a good date night?
I love a home date. So invite her over, or I guess it could be him too. I talk to men, so I see everything like through a man's eyes of dating. But invite him over, cook dinner together, have like a little appetizer board out, but then do something that involves doing something new together. So
Like an activity.
like a recipe, yeah, where you can like tease each other, have some fun. There's like opportunities to touch and flirt and then enjoy this thing you made together.
Yeah.
I love that. And you can
That
like
is
make a
sweet.
cocktail, open a bottle of wine, have music, candles. You can really set the mood. It's easier to talk. You don't have like a server interrupting you. I think it's a really nice way to like take it to the next level.
How far into a relationship do you think new couples should have sex?
Oh, I think that's so personal to the relationship. Like there are happily married couples who had sex on a first date, and then there are happily married couples who like waited until marriage. It's
Yeah.
so dependent on the two people and what they're comfortable with.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's like a right or wrong answer. It's like when both parties are like ready to go for it.
Very PC. So what's your love language?
Oh, my love language is physical touch and words of affirmation.
Physical touch
Yeah.
and words of affirmation.
Yeah. So like, tell me I'm pretty.
Tell me I'm pretty and fuck me.
Yes.
I feel that. I feel like I'm a time spent.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm so clingy.
Are you
I
an
need-
anxious attached?
I probably I just want my person to be there all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that's why I've always dated business owners because they don't have to go to the job.
But they're
They
also
can
the most
work
busy.
remote. I know, but I'd rather you be on your phone 100% of the time
But
and just
with you?
be with me.
Okay.
Like I need your physical body like in the room, and you can watch TV and I'll cook, but it's like
Yeah.
it's like having an entity in the room with me.
I like all the love languages though. Like I like being around my person too. Like I like gifts. Like I'm not gonna say no to a gift.
I love gifts.
So I'm like, do I have to pick? I want them all.
This is an ongoing thing on this show. I'm big on taking gifts. I also like giving gifts. I think I'm the best gift giver.
Ooh.
Very good at giving gifts. I won't even get into some of my weird fucked up stories about how I give way too much and then like receive very little, which is so weird sometimes, Like I feel like as an only child,
I'm an only child too.
Really?
Yeah.
I would always want to share.
Yes. You get a bad rap that you're a bad sharer.
That you're like selfish.
I'm the opposite.
Same. I would, if someone would come over to my house and they were like, oh, I really like this, I'd be like, you can have it. You can have it and we can be friends. And if you like any of my other stuff, you can have all my other stuff too. Because I don't use any of that stuff. So why don't you just never leave
and stay here
and
with
stay
me.
here with me and you can have all my stuff. So that's
That's maybe one step further than even just being like a good gift giver.
literally just like a thrift store. I have an open thrift store. You can come. You don't have to purchase anything. You just
Help yourself.
literally take whatever you want. I'm a charity, a walking, talking charity. Do you ever feel misunderstood by women?
I actually feel like most of the time women see my advice and they're like, thank you for telling the men. And people ask like, why are you giving advice to men, not women? I'm like, because I'm helping the women have more viable partners.
Ooh.
Like these men are already out there. So we just need to like shine them up a little, get the edges a little better.
Get them detailed.
Yeah, get the detailed job and then they'll be good to go. It's not like I love my clients. It's not a product problem. It is a marketing problem. It is how they market themselves that is the problem. And that I can teach you how to market yourself and then you can have an awesome girlfriend.
Did you know that nearly 75% of people have subscriptions that they've forgotten about? Before I started using Rocket Money, I thought I had about 4 subscriptions. I could not believe it when they showed me I was paying for 6 subscriptions each month. Between streaming services, fitness apps, and delivery services, it's never ending, so I guess it makes sense. But thanks to Rocket Money, I'm no longer wasting my money on the ones I forgot about. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels all of your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills so that you can grow your savings. Rocket Money will even try to negotiate lower bills for you by up to 20%. All you have to do is submit a picture of your bill, and Rocket Money takes care of the rest. They'll deal with customer service for you. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all the app's features. Stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/date. That's rocketmoney.com/date. rocketmoney.com/date.
What is the number one thing you find yourself constantly helping with the most?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's see. There's so many.
It sounds like profiles are a big deal.
They are, but I mean, that is just something that is wrong every single time. But I don't like to spend so much effort there because I think it's really easy for guys to become fixated on online dating. And even if you can have a great profile and get women online, you still need to be able to flirt and create chemistry and have good conversations. So the online profile can only get you so far. I feel like what I have to tell guys over and over is awesome women want to meet awesome single guys. You're doing yourself and her a disservice by being too scared to approach, by not making your move. It doesn't mean every girl's going to be interested in you. Most won't.
Yeah.
But it's a numbers game. You have to put yourself out there.
It sounds scary. I'm glad I'm not a guy. I'd way rather just get approached.
Yeah. No, it's really hard. Like, I absolutely empathize. Like, you have to put yourself out there. You are inevitably going to get rejected. That is part of the process.
Oh God, could you imagine just being born and they're like, listen, honey, you're going to live a long life of rejection. So just keep sticking your dick out there.
Eventually, someone will want it.
Oh my God. I never even thought about a guy like that before. I automatically respect.
That's
Good
why when I
job.
see guys approaching, or like if I get approached or a girlfriend gets approached, even if she's not single, I'm like, good work. Keep that up. Keep it up. You need to give them positive reinforcement. Like, don't be a bitch if a guy approaches you. Be nice. It's hard.
How do you feel about, like, how do you tell a guy to be a bad boy in the sense where it can be attractive, but also be a nice guy?
It's so true. I get that. I hear that all the time. It's like girls don't like nice guys. And it's like, it's not that women don't like nice guys, but if you're bending over backwards for a stranger and like scurrying to like help someone who like you don't even know or like appease somebody else, that is unattractive. Like, taking it back to caveman days, did the woman want the caveman who's like going out and getting shit done and like providing for his family, or the caveman who's like, oh, what do you need? What do you need? Like, how can I make you happy? Like, no, she wants the badass who's like going out and like getting shit done. And I think that absolutely still plays into today, why guys are like, women like bad guys. It's like, no, but there are traits that like bad boys have that are attractive. They put themselves first. They aren't scared to ask for what they want. Those things are hot.
Yeah, I agree. What do you think about tattoos? Do you have any tattoos?
I have a few tattoos. I got some on my wrist, got one on my back, got one on my foot. And I love a guy with tattoos, but my husband doesn't have any tattoos.
Do you think it's a red flag if someone doesn't have any tattoos?
No.
It's like, okay.
Yeah. Do you have tattoos?
I have one tattoo.
Okay.
I have a kiss on my ass.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it someone's real lips?
It's my lips. I wanted my mom.
I
So
love
when I
that.
was little, my mom would kiss me on the cheek.
Yeah.
And I was homeschooled, and I was training as an elite gymnast. So
Ooh.
I would have to wake up and go to school like at 5:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And she would kiss me on the cheek with red lipstick, and I never looked in a mirror. So I would always have this kiss on my cheek.
Yeah.
And so when I'm like 18th birthday, I was like, I want to get a tattoo of like a kiss on my cheek. So I told my mom about it, and she was like, oh, that's so cute, but where are you going to get it? And I was like, on my ass. And she was like, yeah, I'm definitely not kissing a piece of paper with my lipstick for you to get a tattoo of my lips on your ass. And I was like, fine, I'll do it.
I'll do it myself.
So I kissed a piece of paper and then pulled my pants down, and the guy proceeded to give me a tattoo, and he was like, so are you a porn star? And I was like, no, I'm not. And he was like, stripper. And I was like, no, dude, just a normal person.
Who wants lips on my ass?
Lips on my ass.
Judge me. It's like, yeah, why would you assume that? Like,
I don't know. It was probably the boobs. He was like, oh, I'm looking at your ass right now. I don't know. It was just,
I guess it's a compliment.
Red flag.
You got a nice ass if you can be a porn star or a stripper.
Yeah, there's always a positive spin on that one. Do you think that it's creepy if a single guy has a pet as a cat?
No, absolutely
a cat
not.
As a pet?
I picked up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
I love cats.
I'm not even dyslexic. Jeff Dye is rubbing off on me.
I love cats, so I don't think it's creepy.
What's your favorite animal?
Oh, I'm like a pet freak in general, like cats, dogs, bunnies, goats, like bring it on. My husband jokes that I'm like just on the verge of like being able to keep it together in public, but like teeter on the edge of being a total freak about animals. So I don't even know if I have a favorite. I just love them all so much.
What do you think of a situationship?
There's a time and place, you know, sometimes you need that. It's not the person for you to be in a relationship with, but like they are providing some value in your life. The problem is when people want the situationship to be more, and so they're willing to take the situationship, but they really want the relationship, but you know, like one person wants it, one person doesn't. That's when it's problematic, because if you're wishfully hoping you're going to change the person's mind, it's like thirsty and unattractive.
Yeah. What do you think about love bombing?
Ugh, no, not good. And you have to watch out for it, because I think it is a sign. I don't want to say it's a sign that anything that involves like a bomb is probably not what you want in your relationship.
Unless it's a bath bomb.
Yeah.
And even then, you could get a bad pH problem.
Very true. You end up with a yeast infection. No one wants that. But I think it's like a red flag, honestly.
How do you know if someone is love bombing you?
I think that for me, when I think of love bombing, it's when their amount of input into the relationship is disproportionate to what's appropriate at that point in time. So you've been on 2 dates with this person and they're like, I'm so obsessed with you. Like you, I just want to hang out with you all the time. Like you said,
yeah.
That's like too much. Like you've only been on 2 days. You need to back off.
Oh yeah, I don't love bomb. I'm just real. Like you can't leave.
You must
ever.
Stay.
Like I will follow you to the bathroom.
Like talking. I feel like that's it. Like once you're in a relationship, you're like talking and you're like one of you's in the bathroom. You're like, okay, this is like
shocking
too comfortable.
that I've kept a man around. It's shocking. Yeah, I feel like love bombing. I feel like I've always been very bad at reading love bombing signs, because if someone love bombs you, you are kind of flattered, right? If you really like the person back, and then it's like they change at a certain point. And is that because you think that they feel like they've got you and they don't need to do that anymore?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like with love bombing, sometimes it's that the person is like they're giving so much so early. Yeah, and then like when it's like they like the fact that they don't actually know you that much, and that's like what's leading them to love bomb, and then things get real, and then it becomes less of a like they're less infatuated because it's like real.
And that's when you feel kind of tricked.
Yeah.
And you're like, what happened to this person that was like...
And that's why I feel like love bombing is like bad, because if this person doesn't know you and they're showering you with all this attention and love, then it's like, how is that going to translate into an actual relationship?
Yeah. See, I can guarantee you I will follow you into a restroom years in.
Yeah. It's like, it's a love.
It's just a love relationship.
That's a good thing. You love hard.
I do
I think
love
that's different than love bombing, you know?
Yeah. What's your biggest turn off in the bedroom?
Ooh. Biggest turn off in the bedroom.
When a guy says another girl's name.
I mean, that is definitely up there. I don't think that's ever happened to me. I don't think has that happened to you?
No, but my boyfriend was telling me about this position called the bull.
What is that?
It's where it's doggy style and he's behind you and he grabs you as hard as he can. And then he whispers another girl's name in your ear and he sees how long he can hold on.
before you like flip over and smack him in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'd love that. I also don't like when it's silent. Like when it's just like crickets.
Yeah.
You need like a little
Music?
I'm down for some music, but even just like communication, like
Yeah.
talking.
I like talking too.
Yeah. When guys ask me, they're like, well, how do you like, 'cause I say, I'm like, you have to like, talk a little bit. Don't be like too quiet.
They're like, oh yeah, what do I say?
Like just narrate what you're doing if you aren't sure what to say, like, or like ask if someone likes that, or like, do you like this, or do you want me to do this? Like,
yeah. They could be probing you to just talk dirty to
talk dirty to them.
them. But they're like, so what kind of things should I say? Here, say it into the microphone.
It could be.
Do you feel like, so since you're married and you're giving advice and clearly people are like, God, I wish you could just be single. Do you feel like any of these guys are like sort of falling in love with you? Do you ever feel like you're like,
No, not my clients. I mean, I get some like pretty interesting like fan mail or like emails that are like says some weird shit, but no, like the people who are like actually I'm coaching one-on-one or taking my courses, they're much more, I feel like they are firmly footed in reality and are like actually just looking to improve their dating lives, not date me.
That's good. How do you, so I'd be curious to know how you answer this one. How do you tell your significant other that they're getting fat?
Oh, so my husband he like in hindsight, like, he definitely got soft like a couple years ago, and I didn't tell him. I just was like, I guess this is my life now. We're like already married. And then he realized himself, and now he's like doubled down on the gym. He has a personal trainer and he's like looking so good. And I'm like,
wow.
Yeah. He just had to like figure it out on his own.
So you
he
wouldn't
was
say
never
anything?
fat. No, I mean, but if he was like actually fat, I'd be like, babe, you're like getting a little soft.
Yeah. Soft is like a nice word.
Yeah. And like teasy. But you can't, as a guy, you can't tell a girl she's getting fat. Not early on.
Yeah.
Like just like, I think you just can encourage healthy behaviors. Like,
Yeah.
let's like have salads for lunch. Like, let's go on a bike ride. You can't be like, babe, you're getting fat.
I just asked my boyfriend if he's pregnant. I'm like,
Hinting at
we're
it.
like 7 months along. Looking good. All right, I've got my tasting menu here. So,
My giggles from the back.
and he's just like, yo.
You a fucking savage, man.
I'm like, wow, men can get pregnant. Who knew? And then I rub his belly like it's like a Buddha head.
He loves that. I bet.
Yeah, like I said, shocking. I'm still in a relationship. Following this man to the bathroom, and the whole way I'm just like, are you pregnant? All right. So my tasting menu, I'm going to ask you a series of rapid fire questions. So you have to just answer the first thing that comes off the top of your head. What is the oldest thing in your fridge?
Oh, some Lone Star beers. They are actually expired, I think.
Really? They're that old,
I didn't
huh?
even know beer expired.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
I feel like if it expired, it would just get you drunker.
Yeah, it could keep
It like
fermenting.
over ferments.
I can try. I'll let you know.
Do you prefer the East Coast or the West Coast?
West Coast.
Deep dish or thin crust pizza?
Thin crust.
Do you like pineapple on your pizza?
Yes.
Get off my show. Star Wars or Harry Potter?
Harry Potter.
Same. Best music to have sex to?
Ooh, maybe some like slow jams, R&B.
Leather or lace?
Leather.
Ghosts or aliens?
Aliens.
Leather. Little dominatrix in you?
Oh yeah, I got some leather skirts at home.
Oh, shit. Okay, we're going to circle back around to that. Mohawks or mullets?
Ooh, mullets.
Manicure or pedicure?
Manicure.
Favorite cocktail?
Ooh, dirty martini.
What is the perfect amount of cocktails to have on a first date?
2.
Dirty martini is also my favorite.
Really?
Yeah, like a filthy, disgusting, nasty.
Oh, I like just a whisper dirty.
I want dirty talk. I want like an olive to orgasm a lot with blue cheese.
Ooh, yes, I love a good blue cheese olive. But you know what they say about martinis? They're like breasts. 1 is not enough and 3 is too many.
Oh, you're right about that.
Yeah.
If you can drink more than 2 full glasses of gin,
Yeah.
you also probably have a problem. Favorite flowers?
Ooh, I like a mixed bouquet. I want a few different varieties.
She's like, I want all of them in one. Shower or bath?
Bath.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Thong or granny panties?
Thong.
Morning bird or night owl?
Morning bird.
Favorite position?
Ooh. What would it please be called? I like when I'm laying on
The bull.
Yeah, the bull, that one. The new one, I'm going to go home and try the bull.
What is it called when what?
Well, it's like not doggy style, but it's like laying flat, but on your stomach.
Oh.
Because then, like that's
Reverse missionary? Backwards? What do you guys call that when a girl's laying flat, backward, upside down, other way? What? You know what I mean?
I don't know. The lazy on top, I guess.
No, it's when the
lazy
girl's
Susan.
on the bottom and the guy's having sex
Oh,
with
the
her.
girl's on the bottom.
But she's
Because
not
then you
doggy
get, like,
style.
stim.
She's flat.
The plank?
The plank.
The plank.
Lights on or off?
On.
Botox or wrinkles?
Botox.
iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Hair up or down?
Down.
Wine or champagne?
Wine.
Favorite car?
Porsche.
Introvert or extrovert?
Oh, what's the one in the middle? Both.
Drug addict? To bring out the introvert? Sweet or savory?
Savory.
Karaoke or dancing?
Dancing.
Goldfish or Cheez-Its?
Cheez-Its.
Spearmint or peppermint?
Peppermint.
Boxers or briefs?
Briefs.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Alpha or beta?
Alpha.
Mix match socks or matching?
Matching.
Weird. I don't have a single pair of matching socks.
I used to be that way.
I don't want to be that way. I don't want to be the mix match sock girl.
Now I'm like obsessed with the matching. I don't know. Something's changed.
God, that's why I like pantyhose.
Because they stuck together. There's no separating them. It's like you and your boyfriend. There's no separating us. We were just always together. I'm seeing a theme here. Conjoined twins would be ideal.
He is a twin.
Really?
Yeah, so I feel like now I've taken his place.
Is he identical?
A fraternal. But if you squint really hard and have 3 martinis,
Yeah, one
they
too many.
sort of look the same.
Okay.
Only my boyfriend's like an inch and a half taller
Ooh, lucky him.
and more pregnant. So what is, for my dessert question, I feel like this is a 2-part question. What is the sweetest thing that your husband has ever done for you?
He threw me a surprise 30th birthday party. He hosted it with my best friends after we'd only been dating for like 3 or 4 months.
Okay.
He went out of his way and planned the whole thing.
That's really sweet.
Yeah, it was so sweet.
And how did he propose to you?
We were on a dog walk at like it was here in Austin, not where we live now, and it was at our favorite like place to walk the dog, and we had just gotten back from a music festival. He wasn't even planning on doing it right then, but he like felt like the mood was right, and he got the ring. And when we were on our dog walk, it was a full moon, it was a blue moon.
Oh, so it was a night walk.
It was a night walk. And he did it on the walk at like our favorite spot with our dog.
Did he just tell? Oh, was it like a little area where you guys?
He
would
didn't have
stop?
it planned. We were like on a field like at a middle school actually. So it wasn't. I mean, you're probably in your head imagining this like really romantic. No, it was like a dead grass at a middle school, like a pile of dirt
on the playground where you
Yeah.
used to give people advice.
Yes. But it was perfect. It was like it felt very right and very us.
That's very sweet.
We're not very like fancy traditional. We had a cosmic cowboy themed wedding in Marfa, Texas.
fun.
Yeah, so fun. It was the most fun ever.
Oh man.
Yeah,
that
so
does
like we're
sound
more
really
about
cool.
fun than like looking fancy.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. How can people find you?
Dating by Blaine across all social media at datingbyblaine.com.
Well, thank you for coming on my show.
Thank you.
It was super lovely to have you
Yeah.
on. Guys, thank you for watching another episode. We'll see you next time.
First date, baby.
Are you really drinking a glass of milk with dinner?
First date.